Guys, welcome to another history video. Today we're going to be talking about history of Earth 717 Wolverine. Unlike in the original Marvel timeline, this version of Wolverine is actually brothers with Sabretooth. The two of them grew up together and became very close. They would often quarrel fight each other's presence. This would change when their mutant abilities were revealed to them in fourth grade. In fourth grade. At the age of only 9 and 8, Wolverine and Sabretooth were taken into the military and forced to become child soldiers. And forced to become child soldiers. They would train with the purpose of killing. Eventually, when they were old enough, they were placed on a team called Force X Force. This was a team of mutants, which was taken from different families and put into a team together. It was a team of mutant soldiers. Essentially, they would go to different countries and actually conquer them, without the knowledge that they were actually doing it, as they were being told they were defending the country. Eventually, Wolverine disbanded from the team, as he wasn't a big fan of their methods, and eventually all other members of X-Force disbanded as well. Wolverine would go back to his parents, who seemingly casually said they missed him, even though they made no attempt to actually find him when he was abducted. Much to his surprise, eventually though, Shredder wouldn't allow Wolverine to just leave the team. As a result, Shredder would send Sabretooth to find Wolverine. Sabretooth would end up defeating Wolverine and take him back to Shredder, where Shredder would attempt to kill Wolverine by pumping him full of metal. However, this metal did nothing but bound to his skeleton. As a result, that made him more stronger and durable. Wolverine would escape, and his Wolverine and he would kill everyone. Eventually, Shredder would escape, and Shredder would evacuate everyone as something big was coming close. Wolverine would then fight against a bunch of Wendigo projects, as Shredder was trying to recreate a Wendigo, some kind of creature that he had seen years ago. Eventually, Wolverine would end up fighting against the Hulk. However, while they were fighting, the two of them were sprayed with gas. As a result, the two of them got laid down and sent into prison, where the two would escape. With the help of the Hulk, Wolverine destroys Weapon X facility. Afterwards, Trunk and Wolverine part ways. After this, Wolverine would attempt to find Stryker and get the help of one of his old mutant pals. The mutant only promises to help Wolverine if the mutant helps him save his wife, which is actually Mystique in his timeline. The two of them would fight against the facility that she was being held in and save her. After which, the mutant gives the location of another mutant, the Blob, who was a member of X-Force. Wolverine would find the Blob, and the two of them would engage in the battle. Eventually, Wolverine defeats Blob and demands to know where Stryker is. Blob tells him the location of another mutant who happens to be a member of X-Force, and tells him where the other mutants are. As a result, Wolverine goes to where this mutant is, and after defeating the mutant in a quick one-on-one battle, the mutant gives Wolverine the location of Stryker. The mutant then takes Wolverine to where Stryker is, where Wolverine would then go to kill all the soldiers guarding Stryker. Eventually, Stryker would send Sabretooth to a long, drawn-out, tough, bloody battle. Wolverine is able to defeat Sabretooth, and then he goes to find Stryker, where Wolverine seemingly kills Stryker. But while he is dying, Stryker tells the truth about Wolverine's actual parents, and tells that his parents were mutants, much like he was. However, the two of them were killed by the military. Both Sabretooth and Wolverine were adopted into people pretending to be their parents. As a result, Wolverine was raised by people who didn't love him. He considered his whole life a lie. Afterwards, Stryker would then detonate the building to explode. Wolverine and Sabretooth end up surviving the explosion. Afterwards, Wolverine decides to become a vigilante known as Wolverine. His first act is saving a man named Charles Xavier who was being abused by cops for no apparent reason. Afterwards, Xavier then explained to him that he was actually creating a team, and he shows us Earth 717 Cyclops and Earth 717 Colossus, and explains that he wanted Wolverine to be part of his team. Wolverine agrees to be part of the team. As a result, Wolverine joins the team. Eventually, Wolverine comes into contact with Ghost Rider, who seeks Wolverine's soul. The two of them fight, but eventually Professor X orders Wolverine to retreat, to which Wolverine does. Wolverine gets mad at Charles Xavier, telling Charles Xavier that he had to fight. However, Charles Xavier said that the heat coming from Ghost Rider was gonna burn his metal skin, his metal bones. As a result, the metal would travel to his lungs and harden, which would kill Wolverine, as Wolverine would die of suffocation. Wolverine, however, was not convinced. Eventually, though, Ghost Rider would track Wolverine down before he could take his soul. Red Hulk would arrive. Red Hulk would defeat all of Charles Xavier's team and capture them. Wolverine and Ghost Rider would then go to where Red Hulk is and decide to work together to see Professor X and his team. After saving them all, Ghost Rider and Wolverine would part ways. When a giant wave hit New York, Wolverine is seen saving a bunch of civilians along with his other mutant extricates. Eventually, Wolverine and his team are taken by an alien who wishes to force them into labor where they fight for his amusement. Eventually, Wolverine and his team are able to escape. As a result, they free all the prisoners and they force the alien to take them back home. After taking them back home, Wolverine spends a good amount of his time recruiting mutants for the X-Men, like Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and Rogue. Eventually, when Infinity War arrived, Wolverine is singing along with during Avengers Battle for the Planet. Wolverine is singing along with other superheroes, saving a bunch of civilians, fighting against Thanos' ships. When the Civil War came around, Wolverine was actually against this registration. It's viewed as an excuse for the government to take mutants and turn them into soldiers. That's what he viewed it as. However, Professor X told him that if they ever did anything of the sort, they would disband from the team immediately. It's during this time that Wolverine would eventually go with it, and he would register. Him and his team, along with a bunch of other superheroes who signed up, are tasked with breaking down Iron Man's rebellion, as Iron Man had been refused to sign a Civil War Separation Act. So Wolverine would find Iron Man, and two of them would end up fighting. Wolverine ends up defeating and capturing Iron Man. In the end, Wolverine's team ended up capturing Iron Man, Bruce Banner, Hulk, and Blue Marvel. Iron Man, Bruce Banner, and Blue Marvel, capturing them all. They would also capture Thor. Eventually, all four of them are brought into prison, where Wolverine continues to recruit governments. And that is a very brief history, and that's the complete history of Wolverine. And let's go with his powers. He has super strength. And super speed. His claws are also incredibly strong. Even without the metal, his claws can casually slice people in half. And casually cut off limbs. Wolverine can easily, using his claws and strength alone can slice a human clean in half. And with the claws, he can do it even faster. So Wolverine also has a keen sense of smell, as he can somehow smell a lie or a truth. He can smell it all. Wolverine smell it all. Earth 717 Wolverine also has no moral boundaries, as he has no problem killing the enemy. Even when he became a superhero, he still killed the enemy and had no problem doing it. He even killed the cops, having no remorse doing it. Wolverine also works with Professor X. As for weaknesses. It is unknown if he shares the same weaknesses as Earth 616 counterpart, who can be killed with decapitation, as his version of Wolverine can heal entire limbs casually. entire limbs casually, and he can heal from any damage to his body. Wolverine also has a highly advanced healing factor. He can regrow entire limbs, and he can heal any damage on his body. Body. However, one thing that is confirmed is that he also can die from suffocation, as Charles Xavier theorized that Wolverine can die if his airflow is cut off. And that is the complete history of Wolverine. And join me next time we go over another character. See you guys next time. The end.